Welcome to the Z Champagne Radio Show. Welcome back. I Love Music Army. New people watching the channel for the first time, we welcome you to the Steve Champagne Radio Show, the I Love Music Army, where we invite you to join us, our internet musical global family of friends, where we talk about all things music and entertainment. A lot of people have asked me to make a video about this Diddy trial. And, you know, it's still kind of early, 3 weeks in. The trial's probably going to go on for another 5 or 6 weeks, maybe even longer. So, okay, let's dive in and see why Diddy may walk away from this, because there's a lot of things people are overlooking in this trial. I'd like to point them out to you right now, because this is not an evidence thing as much as a people thing. And a lot of people aren't talking about this, and I'd like to touch on this today. I read every single comment, and I'd love to know exactly what your feelings are about what I'm going to say here on this Diddy trial. Now, we've all seen the evidence. We've seen the abuse with Cassie. We've seen the testimony of Mia. We've seen all this, the Molotov Kid Cudi testimony. We've seen the videos. We've seen the evidence. We've seen everything that's going on, but yet I still feel in some way Diddy could walk for two reasons. First off, Diddy's playing chess and the prosecution is playing checkers. They've already declared a mistrial, the defense did, but the judge denied that. But still, that's going to be in the jury's mind. It's going to be in there. You know, hey, disregard all this. I get it. That's logical, but now you have two witnesses when they said there was going to be four about this stuff with Diddy. Now there's only two because two of them, they don't want to testify for whatever reason. Now the jury's going to say, you said you had four, now you only got two. You've been warned by the judge on this mistrial thing where we're supposed to disregard all this evidence. And that may not play well for the prosecution. Now, I'm hearing all this evidence and all this stuff, and here's a man, in my opinion, in P. Diddy, who wields his power around like a big bully in a schoolyard, the tough kid who pushes all the kids around. And obviously, abusing a woman is a horrendous crime, in my view. He should go to jail for that. But this is racketeering. This is sex trafficking. And every time the prosecution brings up all these valid points of what a monster Diddy is, the defense comes back with, look at these lovey-dovey text messages, and they're admitting that Diddy's not a nice guy. But here's where it gets really interesting, and I want to touch on that. Even if everything is true, everything is exactly the way the prosecution lays it out, there's some people scared out there. Why would two individuals not testify? Probably because they're scared. Obviously, they're embarrassed. They don't, or that could be the reason, the embarrassment. But you have to remember, Cassie filed that lawsuit, and within 24 hours, boom, settled. Within 24 hours. Okay, these jurors are not being sequestered in a hotel room where nobody can get to them. They're going home every day. If he's willing to toss a Molotov cocktail to Kid Cudi's car, because he was dating Cassie or something else that was going on, who I want to remind everybody, Kid Cudi also said he was played by Cassie, and so was Diddy. If you're willing to toss a Molotov cocktail, break into somebody's home, take Capricorn, put her in a warehouse for 5 days, for 10 hours a day or whatever it was for a lie detector test, if you're willing to hold people at gunpoint, if you're ready to go to Mel's Diner and shoot it up because Suge Knight is there, don't you think that maybe one of these associates of P. Diddy knows where these jurors are? Because he's got the money and he's got the power to be able to find out things that nobody's talking about. This is not so much a trial thing, but a people thing. Diddy's been untouchable for decades. He's built this big, powerful empire. He says he's always gotten what he's wanted. Every time somebody comes against him, he settles. So that wasn't justice. That was control and power and money. So what is he willing to do now to keep his butt out of jail for the rest of his life if he feels that he's going to lose this trial? And then there's also this factor. Will Donald Trump pardon him? He could pardon him right now if he wants to. I mean, that's his presidential power, but him and Diddy are friends. Trump has pardoned people before for crimes, and there's plenty of pictures of Trump and Diddy together. Obviously, they know each other, and when Trump was asked about it, he said, that he hadn't really thought about it at this point, and nobody's asked him yet to do just that. But here we go. Power and money usually gets out of heinous crimes. But this trial's got a ways to go yet. But I want to ask the viewers here a few questions, and I read every single comment because it's just something I love to do, interacting with all my subscribers. So we invite you to join us, our internet musical global family of friends that I affectionately call the I Love Music Army, where we talk about all things music and entertainment. And here are the questions that I want to pose to you. Question number one, do you think Diddy or his people can get to one of these jurors and either bribe them, threaten their family? Do you think that's possible or probable? That's question number one. Question number two, do you think Trump will pardon him? Because he's pardoned so many other people, and he has been known to hang out with Diddy way back in the day, granted, but do you think Trump would pardon Diddy? And my final question is, do you think the prosecution has proven racketeering and sex trafficking so far in this trial? Granted, there's a lot of things that are going less, that still got left to do, and Diddy hasn't even tried to put on a defense at this time. They've just been cross-examining, biding their time, keeping kind of quiet, except for when they need to try to discredit a witness. So it makes a very interesting situation, that's for sure. For right now, we're going to hit this magical button here and bid you adieu. I can't wait to hear what you read, or what I'm going to read in the comment section from all of you out there, because we just love doing that. In the meantime, peace. Keep the music playing and the good times rolling. We'll see you next time from the C Champagne Radio Show.